I shoplifted with my friends when I was 8. Yeah, so today I have a story time for you guys. I don't know if story times are a thing anymore. Like, do people still watch them? I don't know. But today I have a story for you guys because I really love to tell this story, and yeah, I've been wanting to tell it for a really long time, but I never really got to it, so I'm doing it today. Yay! Okay, let's get into it. So I'll never forget the day this happened. It was the first Monday of autumn break in 2014, and I was outside with some kids from the neighborhood. Not with just some kids, but they were from the neighborhood. I knew them. We were playing outside in a big mountain of leaves, and that's funny because the day before, me and this girl, I'll call her Rachel. Rachel and I were called weird for raking the leaves, and now that we have this big mountain, everyone thinks it's cool. So funny. Anyways, a little bit later, Rachel's sisters left. I mean, they didn't just leave, but they left, and they came back with a bunch of candy, and we were all just like, "Where did you get this from?" And they were like, "Oh, we got it from our aunt." Their aunts. They did have an aunt. She lived like a couple minutes away. I don't know where she lived, but she lived really close by. So they did have an aunt, but they didn't get the candy from their aunts. I didn't know where they got the candy from, but we were just like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. So we're still outside, and one of the sister's relatives came to visit, and she wanted to go to the supermarket. She asked Rachel, Isaiah, and Indy if they want to come with, you know. Oh, yeah. I didn't say that before. I forgot. But Isaiah and Indy are what I'm calling Rachel's sisters, so I don't know if I said that before, but I'm just gonna say it again. Yeah, their relative. I'm not really sure what she was to them, but I know she was like in their family. She asked, "Do you want to go to the supermarket with me?" And I'm not really sure what they answered, but I know only Isaiah went with her, and the other two just stayed with us. Yeah, see, this is a really old story, so yeah. But Isaiah, she goes to the supermarket, comes back, nothing happened. Okay, so I'm just remembering this after I filmed this, and like while I'm editing this right now, and I really wanted to mention it because I don't talk about it in the video anymore. But later when we got caught, that relative was all like, "Oh my god, she was so well behaved when she was with me at the store." Like, how Isaiah was so well behaved. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. Now, I'm not sure what happened here and how I even got in this situation, but it's been some hours and almost everyone's gone inside, I think. Yeah, I guess everyone just like went home, like went inside because it was the late afternoon, it was almost dinner time, and we were still outside. Well, me, Isaiah, and Indy, we were still outside. And I guess we all had our bikes because all of a sudden, Isaiah and Indy are like, "We're gonna go to the supermarket. We want to go there." So I was kind of like, okay, I mean, Okay, so they get on their bikes, they cycle to the supermarket, which like I guess kind of weird because we live really close by. We could have just walked there, but they go there, and I don't really know why I said this, but I was like, are you guys coming back? And Indy yells back, and she's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but I remembered Indy saying, I don't know if we're coming back. So I run after them because I don't wanna stay alone outside like what. So I run after them. We go to the supermarket and we're just looking around. Yeah, we weren't really doing anything, and all of a sudden Indy's like, what do you want? I'm like, what do I want? Yeah, what do you want? So we're in the candy aisle now, and I'm like, oh, that looks good. I just pointed at something, and I think I pointed at this lollipop, and was this cotton candy that turns into chewing gum when you like chew on it. Yeah, it was really nice. I really loved that. I heard they stopped selling it, which kind of made me sad, but whatever. Um, yeah, well, not they, Indy, she puts the lollipop and the cotton candy, she puts it in my pockets. And I was like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Um, I mean, I could have still, just put it back and like gone home. So I'm not putting everything on Indy. Um, it was partially my fault because I could have just gone home. Um, and I mean, put everything back and then gone home, not take the stuff with me. When I kind of realized what we were doing, I was like, I don't know, should I take more stuff? I mean, I'm not supposed to be doing that, right? So I was just like going through the rest of the aisles, and I saw this magazine and I picked it up, and I asked one of the workers, how much does this cost? I'm not really sure what she asked me, but she asked me something about the magazine, and then I said, I'm not even kidding, I said, oh no, I'm just looking around. So I guess she asked me if I like wanted to buy it. I wasn't really sure, but yeah, I just said, oh no, I'm just looking around. Yeah, yeah, okay. I didn't take anything else. I just had the lollipop and the cotton candy in my pockets. And I was looking for Indy and Isaiah, and I couldn't find them. So yeah, I guess they had just gone home. So I was about to leave. I was about to leave because I thought they went home, you know. They didn't go home. They didn't go home. They were caught. They were caught. And I mean, of course they were. Do you know what they were wearing? No, no, I'm not even kidding. Okay, so um I'm not really sure what Isaiah was wearing. I think she was wearing leggings, some ballet slippers. Well, not ballet slippers, but you know those kind of like um I'll have a picture here. I'm not really sure what they're. I think they're called ballerinas or something. But it was something with ballet. But you know those shoes. Yeah, I'll have a picture here. Um, she had some leggings, those shoes, and she had a shirt. That's all she was wearing. Um, and she didn't have a bag or anything. And Indy, she was wearing a dress and some slippers. I'll have a picture of the kind of dress I mean. But this is the kind of dress she was wearing. And I mean, of course she was. And she wasn't even wearing anything under that. She was only wearing underwear. Of course they were caught because they had a bunch of stuff. They even had meat. They took meat. I guess he just stuffed her panties with like all the she was carrying. I was like, dude, what are you doing? The lady who worked at the counter, she looked at me. She looked at me because I just got there. I was like, Indy, I say, what are you doing? Well, that's not what I said, but I was like, that's what I was thinking. So I see them, and the lady at the counter, she's like, you shouldn't be teaching these girls this. What are you? She was like, I'm not sure what Indy and Isaiah were telling that lady. But they were just throwing me under the bus. That's so rude, first of all. I could have just gone home. But I stayed. I stayed for them. I could have just gone home. But yeah, they were just throwing me under the bus. And the lady was like, you shouldn't be teaching these girls this. What are you teaching these girls? I mean, she didn't go on for that long, but that's all she said, really. And it was like, I didn't know what to say because I just, if anything, she should be yelling at them, like, what are you teaching her? You know? But yeah, we were taken to the back, and it was really fun. It wasn't fun. I mean, it was kind of, some parts were fun, because the workers, they were actually really nice to us for some reason. I mean, I guess because we were all like 8. We were 8. Well, no, we were about 7, and Isaiah was 6, so I guess that's why they were so nice to us. But yeah, it was such a, like, that conversation in there was such a roller coaster. I don't even really remember what happened, but it was such a roller coaster because at some parts we were like laughing and just chatting it up and shooting the shit, and then we'd start crying and like try to make excuses for what we were doing. I remember Indy saying like, yeah, some girl, she told us to come steal here, and yeah, she already took Isaiah's shoe because she was only wearing one shoe. And they stole our bike, or they were gonna steal our bike. Isaiah and Indy's bike, not mine, because I didn't have a bike with me. But yeah, they were talking about their bike, and it was just such a roller coaster. Anyways, they called our parents. Well, they called my mom. They called their grandmother, and they both came in pissed. They came in pissed. They were just, they were so mad. And this like horrible, but my dad was in the hospital at the time, and my mother had to call my dad.
Hey yo, your daughter tried to steal some lollipop and like, cotton candy. I don't even know what this is about. But now she can't go into Tesco. She can't enter that store for 2 years. 2 years.
I don't really know what their grandmother was saying. I know she was gonna tell their grandpa, and my mother, I'm not really sure she called my dad in the back room because we were like still in the back room, like we were still there. We haven't like settled things yet. We were just talking to our parents, their grandparents, and oh my god, they're talking to their grandmother. I'm talking to my mom, and like the two workers, they're just like watching us, I guess, like watching our parents be mad at us. I keep saying parents. Just ignore that. But they're just seeing these people like being mad at us. Like they I mean they're probably feeling super awkward. Like, oh my god, I didn't know this was how my night was gonna go. So yeah, they're just showing us the footage, and because there are cameras everywhere, everywhere. Maybe not everywhere, but you remember the first time they got candy? They got away with it, so I'm not really sure how they got away with it the first time, because it's not like they changed clothes. They were still wearing the same clothes, so I'm really confused about how they got away with it the first time. Not that I want to know, but it's like really confusing to me. They're showing us the footage. Our parents are mad at us, and those people, they're like mad, and they're not mad, then they're disappointed, and then it was a real roller coaster in there. I don't know if you've ever had a conversation like that with someone, where it's like first they're mad at you, and then they're not, and then they're happy, and then they're just joking around. I don't know if you've ever had a conversation like that, but it's really confusing. So I'll just try to finish this story, because I keep like going off on different things. I even wrote all this down to prevent this from happening, and it's happening. Oh my god. Okay, so where was I? Footage, parents are mad at us, those people, roller coaster conversation. Okay, so they made us sign this contract, but we didn't really have a signature, so we just wrote our names on the thing. Well, we got individual contracts. Yeah, I guess it's a contract. I don't know why it is, but it was a contract. So we got those, and we had to sign each contract like our own, because we got our own. And they said they were gonna call the police on us, and I expected, like, when we left, I expected to see a police car to take us. But that police car never came. I don't even know why they said that. Like, to scare us, but we were already scared, so I don't really know why they, like, had to do that. I think I was still waiting the week after. Like, when is this police car? When is the police gonna get us? I mean, I guess it would be pointless for the police to come, because, yeah, we did get caught and stuff, but we still had to give everything back. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I thought the police would come. I mean, I guess because they said so, and because, again, I was like 7 or 8, so I'm not surprised I was scared. I'm not surprised I was like waiting for the police to come get me. Anyways, so that's what happened there, and then we just got to go home. Our parents were still like pissed. They were really mad. Well, not really mad, but they were just really, really disappointed. Because looking back on it now, I don't really think they were angry. I mean, yeah, they were being loud, but that's just their voices. At least my mom's. My mom's voice, she's really loud. So yeah, I think she was just like really annoyed that she had to come get us, first of all, and disappointed that I tried to steal something. She's probably forgotten about that, but not by now. But yeah, it still happened. And she wasn't happy. And when my dad came back from the hospital, when he got discharged, he didn't seem mad. He was just really disappointed, and he was like, just don't do it again. That's kind of what he said. I didn't really get in trouble. You know what's ironic about this story is that I actually got grounded like the week after all this happened for getting one of my braids stuck in between the wheels of my bike. Like, Yeah, that's what I got grounded for, not this. For getting my hair stuck in between the wheel of my bike. Um, and my friends, they actually also didn't really get into trouble. Um, well, I guess they did because um they didn't live in that neighborhood. They just came to visit like every weekend, every school break. They came to visit and like on the weekends. So I guess they got sent home early. Um, but I don't know how long, because I did see them again, and we did get to talk about it, and they were like, yeah, um, we didn't really get into trouble. They just told us to not do it again. I'm not really sure who told them that, because I swear I remember them being sent home, like to their actual home. They live in one house. um, yeah, I just remember them being sent back, and them coming back and being like, yeah, we were just told to not do it again. So yeah, that's basically what happened. Um, yeah, that's kind of the story, really. It's not I mean, it's not that interesting, but it's like kind of a funny story that I like to tell people when I meet them. Well, not really when I meet them. I just like telling people that story because I don't even know why I like telling it so much. I just like telling this story. So this was a long video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I really do, because I really like telling this story. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask them, because this is a really old story, and I don't know, maybe you asking me questions will trigger some memories to come back. I feel like that's how it works. Um, so yeah, if you like this video, yeah, I like it. And I usually post videos about old fashion. So if that's what you're into, then subscribe too, because you're not gonna want to miss my videos. Okay, bye.